Hi, my name's Josh. I just want to tell you a little bit about my story this Easter season. I grew up as the firstborn in my family and kind of took on the traditional firstborn role. I was the good kid. I cared about what people thought about me. I wanted people to be proud of me, to kind of see my achievements. I also grew up in a house that cared about being connected to a local church, and so we were a part of a church, and because of that, I heard a lot about Jesus growing up. But to be really honest with you, I didn't really understand what the big deal was about Jesus until I was listening to this thing a friend of mine gave me. And I remember sitting in a Bronco 2 with my mom on a trip and was struck by this realization that no matter how hard I tried, I was never going to be perfect. And that was a big deal to the one who mattered most, to the God who is over all the cosmos. Like, to enjoy him, to be in his presence, I had to be perfect like he was, and I knew that wasn't me. And that's a pretty big blow to someone who cares about what people think of you. But then I heard just the best news, that God knew my condition and sent his son Jesus. And Jesus lived that perfect life that I was meant to live but never did. And not only that, but he died on a cross to pay the penalty for all the ways that I didn't measure up, for all of my sin. And the news just kept getting better. Not only did he die, but he rose from the grave, such that what he did a few thousand years ago actually mattered to me, to my life right then, right now. Such that when I put my faith in Jesus, when I put my trust in what he had done and not my own achievements, and kind of stopped living for my own glory, my own way, but just trusted in what Christ had done, trusted in his life and his death and his resurrection, and I got this new life in Christ. I got to enjoy God through Christ. Now, he had accomplished my acceptance with God. Now, my life hasn't been perfect since then. I still constantly struggle to kind of flesh that out. I continually find new ways that I need him, and yet his grace is sufficient every step of the way. I still sometimes find myself kind of resting in my own achievements and kind of working for my own glory. And to be really honest with you, that is just exhausting. But then the Spirit of God in me reminds me it's not what I have done, but what Christ has done. And he's done it all. And man, what a balm that is to a weary soul. That I am loved by God in Christ. That through him, I've been adopted as a son of God in his family. Not because of what I've done, but because of what Christ has done. And that's secure in him. He's done it. It's finished. And now I just get to enjoy God. And the really cool thing is, not only do I get to enjoy him now, but in 10 billion years, I still get to enjoy him. That's how Jesus changed my life.